Good morning. I am Angela Praza-Winters, Assistant Dean of Student Services, and your Marshal of the Day. Welcome to the College of Business Administration commencement ceremony. Before we begin, I'd like to ask each of you to silence cell phones and other electronic devices that may detract from our ceremony today. Thank you. The UIC Wind Ensemble, under the direction of Jose Rioja, will perform the Star-Spangled Banner. Will everyone please rise and join Information and Decision Sciences major, Jawe Magime, in singing the Star-Spangled Banner. You can find the lyrics in your program and on the big screen.
Oh, say can you see o'er the down's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight and the ramparts we was so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Will the graduates and the platform party please be seated while our guests remain standing? We are here today to recognize our graduates, but we know that their success is due in large part to the love and support of their family. So graduates, let's give a big round of applause in appreciation of your friends and family here today. Thank you, guests. You may now be seated. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the members of our platform party who have joined us today to offer their well wishes and support to our new graduates, including Chancellor Michael Amaritis, Provost Susan Poser, special guest Donald Hermanack, Graduate College Associate Dean Laura Lee Juncker, and our UIC business faculty and staff. Thank you all for your support of our students. Please join me now in welcoming Michael McHale, Dean of the College of Business, who will open today's ceremony.
Good morning. Congratulations, graduates. All of you here today should be proud of your achievements. Not only have you survived rigorous courses, but so many of you have used your time here at UIC to take on leadership roles, internships at demanding firms, part-time and even full-time positions to support your education. That's why I know that you are ready to make an impact out in the world. Your accomplishments are made possible by a wider community. So I would like to offer my congratulations to all of the parents, family members, and friends who supported you with advice, emotional support, financial resources during the last several years. Your support to these graduates was invaluable. Let's give your families and friends a hand. As you walk across the stage today, you follow in the footsteps of tens of thousands of successful UIC business alumni who have achieved success in many different endeavors. Now it's your turn to use your strong academic foundation to embark on a path of success in both your professional and personal lives. As UIC business graduates, you have key competitive advantages that will help transform your ambitions into success. You have developed as members of UIC's diverse student community. You have learned to adapt to new technology, and you have demonstrated great determination and work ethic in achieving your education. In our global economy, we must be able to work with diverse groups of people. You are graduating from one of the most diverse schools in the country. Your exposure to different backgrounds and perspectives equip you for success in a diverse workforce and in a market that spans the globe. This market rewards those who can see opportunity in changing technologies. As graduates of UIC Business, you've been trained to see ahead of the technological curve. You have an advantage over those of us behind the curve, and you'll have to work to maintain that advantage in your careers. You're part of the generation that will not merely use and learn from emerging technologies, but also improve upon them and invent them. UIC students share backgrounds that make them strong people and hard workers. Many of you are the first in your families to attend college. You are not the products of privilege. You and your families worked hard to afford your college education. You know how to work hard, and you don't rely on others to get ahead. You have faced adversity and have overcome it with resolve. I know you will use that same determination and work ethic to achieve your career goals. Sitting here today, many of you are anxious. You face a daunting transition, the beginning of your careers. Have confidence that you are well prepared to face whatever challenges lie ahead, and UIC Business will always be your home. Keep in touch with faculty, with your career advisors, with your fellow alumni. You are now members of one of the largest and strongest networks in Chicago. Use this to your advantage. I hope you will always be proud to be a member of our UIC family. We are certainly proud of you. Congratulations. I now have the distinct honor of introducing Michael Emeritus, Chancellor of the University of Illinois at Chicago. Michael became 9th Chancellor of the University of Illinois at Chicago on March 16, 2015. Please join me in welcoming the Chancellor.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the University of Illinois at Chicago Spring Commencement ceremonies. And I say ceremonies in plural. I know you care about this ceremony, but we're running 13 of them within a period of 72 hours. So if in a few minutes you see me quietly trying to disappear, it's because I have to go and start another one on the other side of campus. We have a great class to present to you today from the College of Business. I hear that the class of 2017 is one of the best that we ever produced. And yet, yeah. But hold on a second. Watching so far the audience and the reaction of the audience, I have started doubting that this is the case. And let me tell you why. I expected that if this was the case, the friends, the family members would clap, would cheer, would shout loudly. So in other words, you would demonstrate this is a decent attempt, but disorganized. Let's do this right. So, if you really think that these guys are great, all right, not just so-and-so, please join me as I say, congratulations, class of 2017. Dean Michael, this is an improvement. You have to work with them more during the course of the ceremony. I would like to thank the families. I would like to thank the mothers, the fathers, siblings, grandparents, spouses, children, aunts, uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, neighbors, friends, whoever you are. We want to thank you for being here today to celebrate with us. But more importantly, I would like to thank you for the support that you provided to our students during the course of their journey. And graduates, I want to thank your professors. I want to thank your mentors, your advisors, the faculty, but also the staff members of the College of Business and UIC, the people who pushed you when it seemed you couldn't take one more step and helped you stand up and face the challenges, the people who are sitting behind me and the people who are around the room. So please join me in thanking the faculty and staff of the College of Business and UIC. So this is it. You made it. You are here. And you are here together with your classmates, with your friends and teammates who supported each other, the people that work together, the people that you share projects and notes, and I say this every year, hopefully not during the exams, and the people who kept each other awake during all-night study sessions, and sometimes, we know, you kept each other awake during a few classes as well. So you're all here today. And I hope you have great plans for a party tonight. You can take the evening off, but please remember that the rest of your life starts at 7 a.m. sharp tomorrow morning. And I mean it when I say tomorrow morning, because as I look out at all of you today, besides a lot of big smiles that I see the millennial generation grown and ready to take the world in new directions. And we definitely need to move in new directions. That's why I hope that this starts tomorrow morning. Now, I know that depending on how we count, some of you may be pre-millennials, we may have some quick post-millennials as well. So how about if I call you all together the internet generation? And I'm using this term because you are the first generation that actually grew up with the internet and all of its side effects in technology playing a significant role in many aspects of your lives. You're the most technologically driven generation in history, and you're connected in ways impossible to have imagined even a generation again. Consider these facts, real facts, not alternative facts, right? You have the highest average number of Facebook friends than any generation before. I have 3 of them, and they're all members of my family. 60% of you regularly are posting selfies on the internet. From my generation, and probably a couple of you, as you walk through the stage, you will try to do this as well. Right? From my generation, there are only 20 or 30 people who post regularly selfies in the internet across the world. We are trying to find them and give them some help because they need it. And you send an average of 50 texts a day. I mean, really? 50 texts a day? And I'm not even going to go down the path of Twitter. In fact, I wish some older people would stop tweeting in the middle of the night about serious business issues. I didn't mention any names. Joking aside, you know how to adjust readily to new technological programs, to systems and devices, and you perform computer-based tasks more quickly than anyone over the age of 40. And although some may believe that multitasking is not the most effective way to work, your generation is proving these people wrong. And your comfort with social media means that you are very good at promoting your skills and making both personal and professional connections using technology to overcome traditional barriers. But my hope in you is not placed on your technological skills alone. More importantly, I believe that you are the most optimistic generation that we have seen in decades. You see a world of possibilities, and you are not stuck on labels. Actually, statistics in this country show that 50% of millennials consider themselves politically unaffiliated, not inactive, not apolitical, but unaffiliated, which means that you don't like the labels and you're open-minded to a wider range of ideas. You have a healthy skepticism, and you are not afraid to ask questions. And where the baby boomers were famous for saying, "Don't trust anyone over 30, your skepticism is not rooted in age. It's rooted in ability and knowledge." And by the way, 20% of your generation have at least one immigrant in their immediate family circle. That's outside of Chicago. Chicago, multiply the 20% by 3 or 4 to see the effect of immigration. And as the most ethnically diverse generation, millennials are more accepting of differences. And your inclusion of members of other religious, racial, gender, or sexual orientation groups means that you support now and you will continue to support in the future institutions and laws that promote social and economic equality. So when I add all of this up, what I see in front of me today are representatives of the most diverse generation in our history, the most technologically connected generation in our history, and the most passionate generation about the values of equality and justice. And here is your challenge. The enlightened and inclusive views that define your sense of right and wrong will only progress if you make your voices heard and your actions felt. Your generation has proven by now that you can rally behind important causes, and I hope that civic engagement becomes your hallmark. Civic engagement, by the way, does not start and end at the polls every 2 or 4 years. Civic engagement means working to make a difference in the life of our communities and developing the combination of knowledge, skills, values, and motivation to make that difference. Civic engagement means promoting the quality of life through both political and non-political processes. It means building, revitalizing, and investing in communities. It means listening to all voices and sometimes speaking for the ones who have been silenced by the political process. I'm confident that armed with your university education and your own values and principles, you're by now ready to put yourselves at the forefront of our future. After all, this is the legacy of UIC's graduates, and you will be soon part of this group. And I hope that you will start doing this at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. On behalf of the University of Illinois at Chicago, I promise you that we will always be your university and we will continue to support you. Like you, we will continue to grow in strength and reputation, enhancing in the process the value of your degrees. We'll make you proud the same way that you make us proud today. The greatness of a university is in big part the sum of its alumni, and you are now becoming part of this equation. And please remember, share your future accomplishments with us, come back and visit, come back and see your professors, come back and mentor the students who follow in your footsteps. Tell the world about your accomplishments and tell the world about your alma mater. You are now the greatest ambassadors that UIC can have. Congratulations of class of 2017 and Godspeed.
Now I'm pleased to welcome a special alumnus to speak with you today. Donald Hermanek, a 1970 UIC business marketing graduate, has more than 2 decades of leadership experience in team building, customer relations, and new business strategy, specifically in the auto industry. As the Chief Client Officer for Insurance Auto Auctions, Inc., and a member of the Board of Directors for the Illinois Association of Skills USA, Mr. Hermanek works passionately to support and develop leaders for tomorrow while helping to cultivate IAA's mature and global seller customer base. Please join me in welcoming alumnus Donald Hermanek.
Well, truly, this is the greatest honor that I've had in my career. And I can say this, 47 years ago, I had the opportunity to be where all of you are, to walk across the stage, not this stage, but the stage in the Chicago Stadium where graduation was held and commencement was held 47 years ago. And at that time, I became truly an alumni of UIC. And what you're embarking on and what you've achieved is something that is going to be remarkable, and you're going to reflect back on it every day of your life. Congratulations to all of you. Give yourselves a round of applause because God bless, you've earned it. As I said, I am so humbled to be here. I've had a career, I've had successes in this career beyond my wildest dreams. And I also had parents, much like yours, and family that supported you. My parents came, and my family came from Eastern Europe. And they encouraged me to be the first person in my family to get a college degree. And I did. And I did it with their support and by working very hard, as you did, to get to where you are today. And I became a UIC alumni. And you're going to be. And that is one of the greatest accomplishments and honors you will ever have. If you can't tell, I'm an extremely proud alumnus of UIC. It's extremely near and dear to my heart and becomes more so with every day that I exist on this earth. I'm so fortunate because I've been a visiting lecturer for the executives in the classroom program, thanks to Professor Miller. I've also been a supporter of the UIC Business Adventures program, which they're about ready to do another trip to the West Coast to visit Google. And I'm also an extraordinary supporter of what Dean McHale has instituted here with the iLead program. That has provided you with an incredible advantage. You, thanks to iLead, are going to have the communication skills, the verbal skills, the writing skills, the interviewing skills that very few graduates of other institutions have in this country. That's an incredible advantage as you embark on finding your career and your place in the American workforce. In fact, when Dean McHale asked me to present the commencement speech today, I wanted to be sure that I shared something you can put to use to for your future. So I turn on those I lean on the most, my friends, my family, my wife, who unfortunately couldn't be with me today, but is truly my best confidant and partner. So I talked to all of them, and they all said one thing. They don't need to hear a long, monotone diatribe from some old goat like yourself, okay? They need to hear words of encouragement, words of truth that are going to help you in the workplace. So I'm going to give you 3 lessons, and we're going to talk about certain things that I think are the most crucial things that are going to help you in your career. Best piece of advice I can give you is what I've learned about the power of networking. As true as the day is long, networking is going to be your key to success in the future, finding the right job, finding new opportunities down the road, okay? And it really is something that isn't contrived. It's something that's going to come from your heart. To network with your friends, your family, your fellow graduates, okay, business associates. If you haven't used it yet, you need to begin to use it today, or at least tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., okay? Maybe start it tonight at the party, a network, and see those people that might have a career opportunity that they want to introduce you to. I'm going to talk about the 3 lessons of networking, okay? These are lessons that I wish I had used sooner, but I did use them, and I did implement them in my career, and they helped me immensely. Lesson 1, be inquisitive and ask questions. The first job I had after I left UIC was with IBM, a company everyone knows about. And that was back in 1970, 71. And I had a great training ground there, I had a great development ground, and then I moved into a totally different industry 12 years later. And that industry was the automotive industry, automotive collision and claims. Here was a new industry that I knew nothing about. I had to find out about it, and the company I went to work for didn't have a training department. In fact, they hired me to lead the sales organization. And then when I went to work there, I found out that the sales organization was me. There wasn't a sales organization. I had to build it. So I was the guy, and I encourage you to be this person too. I went out and I started a network. I never ate lunch alone. I talked to every internal expert we had. I talked to external experts. I talked to everyone in the industry that could give me information. I read as much as possible. I'd get on a plane to see someone and talk to someone and find out more. Now, you are the most technically connected generation and graduating class this university has ever had. But I'm going to tell you something. When it goes to getting a job, and when it goes to getting promoted and getting new opportunity in the world, I'm going to say something to you, okay? And this is the old goat speaking. Texts don't work. Emails don't work. You know what does? This, talking to someone. You know, in person on a phone, worst case. But communication is the key, because it shows someone who and what you really, really are. That's the power of networking. That's the power of I lead that you have, thank God. So, today, what do? 68, almost 69 years old. I still make 30 to 40 calls a day to clients, to industry contacts, to learn, to assimilate new information, to find out information that I can pass on to others and be of value in my industry and be successful. I'm on a plane visiting customers and industry connections 200 days a year. And I'll continue to do it as long as I have fun doing it and as long as I'm of value doing it. That's what you need to do too. You need to go out. You need to show your enthusiasm. You need to show what you really are. And can I tell you something? You really are something because UIC made you that. I'm so proud of this institution, I can't tell you. And we'll talk more about that in a second. But I'm going to tell you the second lesson, okay? Find and share your passion. There are far too many people that leave here or leave any institution. And you know what they do? They go and find a job. You don't want to find a job. You want to find a career, something you can passionately become part of. Throw your whole life into it. That's what I did. I'm still passionate about what I do. I get up in the morning. I love what I do. I look forward to it. I get paid an extraordinary sum of money to get on an airplane to go see my friends. And they give me business. Can't do better than that. And obviously, I see those friends and I eat big meals, and you can see this, you know? That's why I'm wearing this tent today. Anyway, that is lesson 2. Be passionate. Do what really, really makes you happy, okay? If you do what makes you happy, you're going to be successful. Guaranteed, guaranteed. I've got a passion other than business. It's called fishing, and I love fishing. And there's something out of fishing. Okay, my wife finds this to be a very difficult thing. How can you relate this to success? Well, you can. If you enjoy fishing, okay, you take people out with you, okay? You help them. You help them bait the hook. You help them bring a fish in. You help them with everything. Ultimately, you're the captain of your ship. And you're taking those crew and friends on that ship, and you're making them part of your cruise or your direction. And that's what you're going to do. That's being passionate. That's truly showing enthusiasm for what you do. And if you do, you're going to be successful. Now, lesson 3, most important thing. It can't be contrived. It has to be you. Say what you think. The world wants to hear it. Be what you are. The world wants to see what you are because it's going to make you successful. The most important thing is this. In closing, there's never been a better time than today for the best and brightest of UIC. And I'm going to tell you something. From 1970 to 2017, the dean and the chancellor are absolutely right. The quality of graduate has become better and better every year. And I know because I've hired many, many of them in my company. And you are the best and brightest. Give yourselves another round of applause, please. But being the best and brightest means you also have a responsibility. And don't forget that responsibility. The responsibility is a legacy as a UIC grad to lead, guide, and steer this world into a better place for future generations. And there's no better place to have prepared you for this journey. The thing that makes me the most proud is, again, from its humble start, this is now the #1 undergraduate business program in Chicago, at one of the top 15% of all global institutions. That's nothing short of remarkable. Carry that message out to your fellow friends, to the companies that you're going to go to work for. Let them know that you're part of a unique and part of the best, proving ground and training ground you could have attended, truly. And we also need to celebrate something else. This is the first graduating business class that has a scholars cohort in it. Congratulations. That's an incredible, incredible accomplishment. Another round of applause, truly. So the good news is I'm almost done. So you don't have to listen to that old goat go on and on and on, okay? But I'm going to leave a few final quotes for you. Be a leader in every aspect of your life. Personal, professional, okay? There's more than a career. There's your family. They've supported you along the way. Support them too. Make them proud. Be inquisitive. Find answers to your questions. Be innovative. Be compassionate. Be caring. And that means one thing. As you go through life, you have to reinvent yourself every day. You have to assimilate and gather new knowledge and use it to continue to grow. You didn't finish your education today. You're just starting it, truly. I thank you. I thank all of you. But most important, I thank UIC for giving me the foundation and the launch in my life, professional and personal, 47 years ago. UIC, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much, and congratulations again to this remarkable group of students.
Thank you, Mr. Hermanack. We indeed do have the best and the brightest. Naveen Kankate graduates today with a Master of Science in Management Information Systems. While at UIC, Naveen served as a teaching assistant in the IDS department, was a global ambassador for the Office of International Services, and worked as a graduate assistant in the Business Career Center. It's quite a lot. Naveen also serves as an advisory council member on the Illinois Diversity Council and the Illinois Tech Association. And after graduation, Naveen plans to pursue his passion for building smart IT systems for small businesses and promoting education in underprivileged populations. Please help me welcome MS-MIS graduate Naveen Kankate.
Thank you, Angela. Wow. All right. Good morning, UIC and the class of 2017. I am so happy and I'm so grateful to God that I'm sharing this amazing moment with you. Thank you so much. I'd like to first begin by thanking the Honorable Chancellor, the Honorable Dean, distinguished members of the faculty and the staff. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support. I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank all the friends and the families of all of us who have traveled from across the globe and come here for this momentous occasion in our life. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, speaking at this commencement today is a particular honor for me. In fact, it's a huge honor for me because let's face some facts. I do not fit the typical pedigree of someone who does a commencement speech. I never have. So what does this kid with a plum face, a funny accent, and sorry, but average GPA. What does this kid have to say about his journey at UIC? And ladies and gentlemen, the answer to that question is simple. In my journey at UIC, I have found that it was never about being the best and beating everyone. It was more about how best together we could move forward. In my journey, it has been filled with such kind of kindness, warmth, and help. I remember the first day when I came from India with 3 suitcases, stumbling around, not knowing what to do, only to be greeted by the soothing voice of the resident assistant at UIC campus housing, who told me, brother, I'll help you out. He carried my luggage to my room, which then became my new home. And that person, Marigla Nisufi, is sitting here with my family as a part of my family. So thank you. I remember those grueling days when I was not able to find an internship. And my professors and my advisors, they showed faith in me when I had none in myself. I remember, ladies and gentlemen, I remember that very day when my supervisor and my career advisor, Alex, where are you? Alex, she was encouraging me and rooting for me to apply to become the commencement speaker here today. So what I'm trying to say is, I would not have stood here in front of you if it was not for the amazing people that I've met at UIC. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Now, I want to tell you something. In fact, you know what? Class of 2017, all my friends sitting over here, I want you to do something for me. I want you to take a good look around at everyone who's sitting around. Come on, don't be shy. You can move your heads around. Don't be shy. Yes, the lady there is doing fine. Perfect. Take a good look around at everyone who's sitting in this room. And you'll notice the amount of differences and the diversity that we have had, and we've still somehow managed to come together as a family today. So class of 2017, when we are celebrating our graduation today with our families, remember one thing. We are also celebrating a family called UIC. And when you walk out of that door today, the world will constantly remind you of these differences and why we should not be together. And it's at that moment I want you to remember this UIC family of yours and how we've come together no matter what. Yes, no matter what. Finally, I wish each and every one of you, I mean each and every one of you, to go out there and win. And if you don't win, that's all right. You learn. And whatever it is that you learn, come back and share it with all of us so that we can all win. So if there's anything that I'm trying to say today to the class of 2017 is keep on winning, keep on sharing, and keep on learning. Finally, I wish all of you, I mean each and every single one of you, I wish you prosperity, I wish you health, I wish you success, and most importantly, I wish you all love. Thank you so much for listening to me, and have a great day ahead. May God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Naveen, for those inspirational words. Hans Christian Lauer graduates today with a bachelor's degree in finance, a minor in business analytics, and a certificate of entrepreneurship. Originally from Germany, he has visited over 15 countries and 4 continents. As a member of the Honors College and the Business Scholars Program, Hans also represented UIC on the varsity basketball team for 5 semesters. Off campus, he is an intern at Northwest Insurance Company and the Chicago Trading Company. And after graduation, he will start working full-time at Chicago Trading. In his free time, Hans volunteers for two nonprofit organizations, Spark and the Greenwood Project. Please help me welcome Hans Christian Lauer.
Good morning, UIC. Guess what, everybody? We finally did it. So give yourselves the biggest round of applause yet. I can work with that. The first thank you goes out to the 8 people who helped me write this speech. So let's get it started. 10 years ago, in Kleinwinternheim, Germany, my parents let go of their 13-year-old son so that I could live by myself to pursue my dream of becoming a professional basketball player. At 16, they dropped me off at the airport with a visa and an address in North Carolina. At 18, my dad and I looked at each other on the top floor of James Ducal Tower, and without saying a word, it was clear to both of us, I'm moving to Chicago. This is my story. I know that each of you have your own unique path of getting to this day. We all know that we wouldn't have been able to do it without our supporting cast. Whoever it is, whether they're here or not, I encourage you to take a moment and show them how thankful you are. In my case, I can't be certain that my parents fully understand me right now. So please allow me to switch languages. Mama, Papa, danke für alles. Und ich sage es viel zu selten, ich liebe euch. The decision we made at the top of JST was mainly based on basketball. Little did we know how enriching my time at UIC would be. One aspect that changed my experience was being part of the first cohort of business scholars. I want to use this opportunity and thank the faculty, alumni, and staff for creating the rewarding experience this and any other program on campus has given us. UIC is a place that goes beyond creating a space of respect and tolerance. At UIC, we embrace every culture, cherish our diverse upbringings, and celebrate our differing opinions. At some point between 1 and 4 a.m. on the 4th floor of the library, we learned that in order for you to solve this problem and catch some sleep that night, you need someone who looks at the exact same problem from a completely different angle. Graduates, be honest. When you see that mom is calling another student, do you still expect that person to keep speaking English? Because 6 months into my USC experience, I sure didn't. Expectations like these aren't common elsewhere, but they are at USC. Our diversity and our differences aren't holding us back, but instead, they are a powerful source of strength. Graduates, when you leave the pavilion today, please do me a favor. Turn your head to the left and give the skyline, the city, and the world a daring smile. Whether you are going to grad school, entering corporate America, or starting your own business, they don't know what's coming. They don't know UIC yet. Forgive them when in 6 months, they search for your resume to find out who this person is that works harder than everybody else. They have no idea that through grueling Blue Line commutes and having a full-time job next to being a full-time student, we know what hard work looks like. They don't know that due to the city of Chicago, as an extension to our classroom, we're going out there with a business network already in place. We know how to maneuver in a changing business environment because we chose skyscrapers over cornfields, and that means our harvest season starts today. So let's go out there and show them what we're made of. Thank you.
Thank you, Hans. Let's smile indeed. Dean McHale will now present the Silver Circle Award.
Great teachers are the heart of a great university. The University of Illinois at Chicago annually recognizes and honors its great teachers. The Silver Circle Award is special because it's an award chosen by our students. This award is a reflection of the impact a dedicated faculty member can have on students, and I'm proud to present the award to Abel Galvin. Congratulations, Abel.
Thank you.
We will now begin the conferral of degrees. Will Associate Dean Laura Lean Juncker please come forward and present the candidates for graduate degrees to Provost Poser.
Provost Poser, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present this candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Candidates, please rise.
Upon these recommendations, and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the Doctor of Philosophy degree for which you have been presented, and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations.
Doctors of Philosophy, please be seated. Candidates for the master's degree in accounting, business analytics, finance, management, information systems, and marketing, please rise. Provost Poser, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree of Master of Science, which is granted by the Graduate College in various fields of study.
Upon these recommendations, and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the master's degree for which you have been presented, and admit you to all of the right, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations.
Michael McHale, Dean of the College of Business Administration, will now present candidates for the Master of Business Administration and the candidates for Bachelor of Science degrees.
Candidates for the Master of Business Administration degree, please rise. Provost Poser, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration.
Upon these recommendations, and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the master's degree for which you have been presented, and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree, please rise. Provost Poser, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science in various fields of study.
Upon these recommendations, and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree for which you have been presented, and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. You may now move your tassels from the right side to the left. Congratulations.
Please be seated.
We will now begin individual recognition of our graduates. Today, we are honored to have the following faculty and staff presiding as readers of our graduates' names. Will each of you please rise as you hear your name? Clinical Associate Professor of Management, Peter Thompson. Director of Student Professional Development, Michael Popowitz. Clinical Assistant Professor of Information and Decision Sciences, Unsal Ozduru. Lecturer in Managerial Studies, Bill Kohler. And Lecturer in Professional Development, Ranjit Sori. Ranjit will now introduce the PhD, Master of Science, and Master of Business Administration candidates.
Read this. Mark Shanley, Associate Dean, and Robert C. Lydon, Professor and Associate Dean for PhD programs, will now recognize the graduates and degree candidates in business administration. Junfeng Wu, whose dissertation is titled The Double-Edged Effects of Group Perspective Taking. We now present Dr. Junfeng Wu. Mary Beth Watson Mannheim, Professor and Director of the PhD in Management Information Systems Program, and Sid Bhattacharya, Department Head and Associate Professor, will now recognize the graduate and degree candidate in Management Information Systems. Amr Al-Jarala, whose dissertation is titled Price Dispersion in Online Markets and the Effects of Dominant Merchants and Marketplaces. Dr. Amr Al-Jarala, ladies and gentlemen. Ram Ramakrishnan, Professor and Director of Graduate Studies, will now recognize the graduates and degree candidates for the Master of Science in Accounting. Lafi Awadala. Vyosa Banushi. Alicia Begalowski. Bridget Boyle. Reba Chu. Edgar Cisneros Perez. Mingyang Gao. Amrit Gaimir. Yun Go. Brandon Boone. Lanchi Ha. Radhi Haddad. Daria Harasimowicz. Kara Howe. Dao Yao Hu. Divyasri Karamanchi. Yvette Martinez. Anam Mustafa. Zoe Cho. Luca Raiola Pescarini. Jungjin Shim. Dan Vo. Yihong Wang. Shiyuan Yu. Sinyu Li. Lin Zhang. Jennifer Acevedo. Sid Bhattacharya, Department Head and Associate Professor, will now recognize the graduates and degree candidates for the Master of Science in Business Analytics. Jayaram Akinapalli. Viman Biswas. Amulya Bopana. Sanjeeb Das. Naveen Devi. Sandra Sarah Jacob. Shabaz Ali Khan. Arulmori Varvan. Betty Curian. Seema Lalotra. Yu Lee. Naharika Mashiwal. Amit Mandula. Peng Xiao Chong. Li Gou. Swapnil Pavar. Dinesh Rajangam. Jimit Patel. Umkar Survey. Sidesh Tiwari. Aditi Vishwasrao. Saranya Vivekanandan. Viraj Wadankari. Bethany Williams. Bala Rohit Yeruva. Sushant Srirangapati. Shu Lang Chen, Professor and Director of Graduate Studies, will now recognize the graduates and degree candidates for the Master of Science in Finance. Teresa Hill. Yuteng Lua. Joaquin Munoz Decote. Kunal Sanjeev. Akash Agte. Pervez Ahmed. Nikhil Kumar Bashav. Lakshmi Anita Sukumaran. Professor Ranga will now recognize the MIS graduating students. Vipul Bandari. Swastik Bhatt. Sneha Rajaram Bangale. Jinendra Bothra. Vigneshwaran Chandrasekaran. Balachandar Narayana Sami. Gabriel Chuala. Eliza Cujo. Srinjoy Das. Nirav Dedia. Anuj Devan. Jay Dagat. Neha Sujat Fakswala. Ishita Garg. Akash Goled. Gaurav Gosavi. Arpit Gulati. Mudit Gupta. Zinal Patel. Abhishek Jathar. Falanch Jain. Raj Ganesh Jayaraman. Madhura Joshi. Vaibhavi Kakani. Suchetha Kamalakar. Naveen Lalit Kankate. Vivek Katpal. Priyanka Kirti. Shyam Kalayanaraman. Samana Koshnevis. Devika Lakshmanan. Tanushri Mehra. Sai Shirish Mekanda. Venkatakrishnan Mandaram Parthasarathi. Sanjita Jain. Gurneha Nagi. Prithvi Ichangamat. Nitin Nale Pali. Robert Orline. Mehul Parmar. Priyanka Pathak. Vivek Patil. Vishal Pai. Raghu Kirti Petla. Anirudh Palakurthi. Dinesh Kumar Rajan. Sunena Raju. Premnath Ramanathan. Hariharan Rangarajan. Ayush Rastogi. Sriram Ravi. Harish Raghav Sabapati. Srishti Sabarwal. Sumarth Sachdeva. Sriram Santanakrishnan. Tarek Salma. Aditi Sarvaya. Ashwini Satish Kumar. Rohit Vaishnav Sitam Sati. Vignesh Shankar. Malvika Sharma. Asawari Shekatkar. Mixit Shet. Matthew Shunk. Murli Singh. Vijendra Singh. Sandeep Kumar Singh. Nikunj Singhal. Anirudh Shriprakash. Ritvik Srivastava. Akshaya Subaraya Bhatt. Srinivas Sukumar. Karthik Sundar. Narendra Tankasala. Shruti Tanksali. Srihari Ravi. Kirtana Thiagarajan Dhanaraju. Ruthvik Tulasiram. Ipsa Trivedi. Vishwanath Upadhyay. Vivek Varadarajan. Nikunj Vora. Apurva Vuthanuri. Devrath Sampath. Neha Goyal. Sonakshi Yadav. Manasa Vadrevu. Sid Balachandran, Associate Professor and Director of Graduate Studies, will now recognize the candidates, degree candidates, and graduates for the Master of Business Administration. Amish Brahmbat. Theodore or Ted Burdett. Margarita Buriana, Daniel Cabral, Yi Tin Chen, Imran Mohammed Sharif Desai, Eileen Du, Charles Frisbee, Peter Fudali, Christian Guerrero, Amy Guo, Iman Iqbal, Sean Kemper, Aaron Moss, Lori Dominiani McGee, David Michaelberger, Michael Malkowski, Toral Modi, Michael Iluna Pena, Michael Powers, Deepu Rai, Isan Rashid, Chunyan Shi, Naina Suri, Susanna Tesla, Yang Tian, Israel Antonio Torres, Isha Truckru, Ashley Marie Bartnick, Joelle Urbina, Collins Van Loo, Palak Vora, Lindsay Wojcik, Yo-Chain Roy Ye, Nicholas Motika, Lucy Lee, Bill Kohler will now introduce the inaugural class of graduating business scholars and Bachelor of Science in Accounting graduates.
Azucena Acosta, Nathan Andrus, Matthew Barrikas, Frank Dunas, Elmer Duran, Gabrielle Dyer, Victor Espinoza, Amna Gufor, Ana Gonzalez, Erica Gray, Ana Horwitz, Andrea Jimenez, Nicolette Kaminsky, Abhinau Kondrudu, Hans Christian Lauer, Frank Lin, Eric Munares, David No, Isabel Perez, Nicholas Perez, Miranda Powell, Lubna Sayed, Gabrielle Santoyo, Valerie Schroeder, Kevin Sudut, Peter Skoransky, Patricia Soto, Gloria Villanueva, Amalia Wilson, Michael Kirchenheiter, Associate Professor and Interim Department Head, will now recognize the graduates and degree candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Accounting. Taha Ali, Trushant Umin, Jessica Aponte, Ravi Bayud, Jordan Banks, Yesenia Bautista, Tamara Boku, Agustin Bolanos Quintana, Rita Camarena, Gina Cardelli, Gabriela Diaz, Eunice Enriquez, Kayla Evans, Roya Fala, Adam Farins, Maria Gallegos, Zawe Gao, German Garcia, Lisha Chen, Agnieszka Gorlicki, Natalia Globa, Violeta Grigorians, Katie Hughes, Christoph Isak, Tiffany Jackson, Adrian Jimenez, Peter Kaufman, Connor Kingery, Jacob Krull, Richard Lecoq, Yali Liang, Jingfeng Liang, Tyler Lukasik, Fabian Mondragon Lombera, Oliva Monreal Gonzalez, Oscar Moran, Edgardo Moreno, Michael Morin, Ricardo Mota, Duke Nguyen, Masumi Patel, Christian Perez, Tyrus Peterman, Syed Rahman, Suzanne Reidelberger, Claudia Sala, Carlos Salgado, Melissa Sampson, Anahi Sandovala, Gerardo Santana, William Santiago, Nainish Shah, Lima Diedrich, Bruna Skinderi, Angelica Solis, Shelsho Song, Alex Sosa, Slodoban Tarbunk, Ning Tong, Michelle Wong, Rachel Zing, Chloe Zing, Yuri Shao, Samuel Olvera, Gabriel Schmidt, Unsal Uzrugu will now introduce the entrepreneurship and finance graduates.
Mark Shanley, Associate Dean and Interim Department Head, will now recognize the graduates and then degree candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Entrepreneurship. Nancy Bueno, Angel Garcia, Rachel Weinstock, Constance Woods, Gib Bassett, Professor and Department Head, will now recognize the graduates and degree candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Finance. Abdulaziz Abdurrahman, Shahid Abu Al-Saman, Walid Ali, Jennifer Arce, Luis Arias, Danny Azarenko, Anik Asar, Victoria Badarati, Igli Cervantes, Michael Balsek, Agnesia Bigos, Dominic Blasi, Mary Blambo, Benjamin Carey, Alexander Carranza, Fermin Diaz, Li Wen Chen, Hyun Sin Chun, David Ko, Igor Sirkovich, Tyler Sirencioni, Ryan Cohen, Edward Coleguazo, Trenton Cooper, Elizar Cordovo, Wong Ding, Connor Dunn, Tyler Fergan, Peter Friedozikevich, Natalie Fong, Adriel Gonzalez, Ostap Grichanuk, Anne-Sophie Han, Roshana Hamot, Carl Hedstrom, Miriam Ibarra, John Edvoro, Bara Jabali, Charlie Joaquin, Reyes Guzman, Justin Jojo, Tatiana Jones, Noreen Kasamali, Simon Kim, Matthew Cohort, Michael Kopech, Anila Kosic, Patrick Kosmalsi, Marek Kowal, Michael Popovich will continue announcing the Finance, Information Decision Sciences graduates.
Mantis Kugoda, Christine Lee, Stephen Lieber, Timber Ling, Ga Long Liu, Ni Long, Nicholas Malone, Timoteusz Marco, Miguel Marquina, Zachary McCoy Brock, Vivian Menchaca, Daniel McClose, Angelica Mishtal, Mateusz Motico, Adil Murat, Tyler Patrick Murphy, Alida Pasillos Castaneda, Marcos Perez, Dale Rodriguez, Nathan Salvador, Seth Raymond Sarvana, Mohan Sharma, Ranwan Shi, Tiranpreet Singh, Steve Savage, Jacob Swart, Abbas Sayed, Zenyi Tang, Krista Throntveit, Mohammed Tube, An Tran, Adam Tranzuski, Dimitris Tselapatiotis, Andres Felipe Velasquez, Ivan Velasquez, Kenneth Wu, Alex Yuan, Oscar Zakharov, Adrian Zanowski, Kakit Chow, Daihun Huang, Zenon Arendovich, Mohammed Zayed Zudo, Malik Murat, Vincent Jones, Minu Jun, Sid Bhattacharya, professor and department head, will now recognize the graduates and degree candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Information Decision Sciences. Zain Ahmed, Ruchika Akant, Ulysses Arguenta. Rajid Busrawi. Karun Balu. Kevin Cedillo. Eliseo Cortez. Christopher Cuevas. Javier Dominguez. Matthew Espindola. Deborah Lynn Faria. Arturo Garcia Jr. Ruhi Hussein. Syed Faraz Hussein. Kyle Hutchison. Amina Irfan. Jiwe Maggie Ma. Tony Mendoza. Elena Mariam Muhammad. Anthony Nguyen. Sunichi Onozato. Kevin Ortega. Kevin Patel. Richa Patel. Virat Patel. Alex Philippos. Shane Huang. Brendan Ramirez. Murtaza Raza. Audrey Robeck. Yusuf Saleh. Brian Shin. Warren Svoboda. Nancy Valdez. Amir Vora. Michael Vitrali. Christina Vojtovich. Jeremy Vosick. Evelina Zabava. Yesenia Vega. Peter Thompson will now introduce the management and marketing graduates.
Mark Shanley, Dean and Interim Department Head, will now recognize the graduates and degree candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Management. Noor Abdallah. Elise Aloisio. Tyler Anderson. Javier Aragon. Joanna Cerda. Adolfo Cos. Ricardo Diaz. Shannon Donahoe. Mario Figueroa. Marisa Flores. Jesus Garcia. Rimantas Gabliauskas. Hazmin Guzman. Nurul Huda. Mana Jiang. Yanhao Jin. Olha Karniuk. Sylvia Kosalska, Claudia Kotori, Killian Kring, Meng Ting Liang, David Lin, Magda Magana, Karina Malkoch, Brianna Malone, Jacqueline Martinez, Cristina Nenova, Edgar Nino, Angela Paczynski, Lisette Sanchez, Cesar Santoy, Alejandro Salcedo, Audrey Schlenker, Stephen Sfikas, Randy So, Mashane Spite, Si Nya U, Alexander Vaughn, Yannick Vidin Hurwe, Angela Wallen, Rachel Wallace, Deja Wyatt, Kahi Yu, Lisaveta Said Sava, Zhou Feng Shan, Jun Hui Zhou, Alexander Conrath, Fernando Mendoza, Dayanara Goitom, Mark Shanley, Associate Dean and Interim Department Head, and my boss, will now recognize the graduates and degree candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Marketing. Merna Abu Samen, Talia Arayano, Araceli Arevalo, Lisette Bahena, William Bernatsky, Paige Bodzianowski, Michael Brennan, Mary May Lorraine Burgos, Jacqueline Castro, Samuel Chung, Andro de Vera, Lester de la Cruz, Mark DeMori, Dustin DeMumbrum, Keith Dow. Kiera Fleming. Isamar Garcia. Alex Garcia. Thomas Gilmore. Alyssa Giusto. Tamara Griffith. Mayra Guzman. Saara Hassan. Carlos Hernandez. Alexander Heyman. Min Ho. Jessica Holacek. Frank Harkeen. Christiana Kim. Michael Krunis. Chanel Lemke Vesely. Vito Loitoile. Alexandra Lubin. Bree Lundman. Jaime Manriquez. Jordan Narota. Daisy Martinez. I've been asked to read this exactly as it's written. The one and only Andrew Matias. Jessica Miramontes. Nela Agalul. Danuta Miskovitz. Michael Moyhide. Elizabeth Molina. Carolina Munoz. Johnny Noyen. Daniel Ocampo. Daniel Oshkanovsky. Kyle Oliveira. Erica Opila. Francis Orphan. Lauren Ortega. Sergio Peralta. Elizabeth Perez. Raul Perez. Dimitrina Petrova. Kem Pham. Lindsay Stonkus. Cassandra Pinedo. Milagros Ramirez. Elvia Reyes. Ryan Skinner. Kevin Sousa. Danielle Susanes. Gonzalo Trejo. Dania Tunwer. Amy Venegas. Patrick Whalen. Jacinth Wallace. Lance Whitaker. Gerardo Alvarez. Casey Mahoney Munoz. Rana Mamo.
To each of you graduates, I extend my personal congratulations and that of the faculty and staff of the College of Business Administration. Let's congratulate one more time all of our graduates today. Keep smiling. Thanks to all of you for joining us on this joyous occasion this morning. This concludes our 2017 commencement ceremony. Thank you.